I'm Dave, and welcome to the garage here at Moto West Adventures. I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about my favorite thing in motorcycling, adventure motorcycle touring. In a sense, adventure motorcycle touring is really about getting back to the roots of motorcycling, because it wasn't very long after the introduction of gasoline-powered motorcycles that people began to push themselves and these new machines as hard as they possibly could. Carl Clancy in 1912 would ride around the world. In 1914, Irwin Cannonball Baker, for whom the Cannonball Run is named, would set a speed record traveling on a motorcycle from San Diego to New York. But if anything could be said to have really sparked modern motorcycle adventure touring, it would probably be these two events. In 1973, Ted Simon would set off on a 4-year around-the-world trip on a Triumph Tiger. He would chronicle this trip in a book called Jupiter's Travels. In 1980, BMW would release the R80 GS. This long suspension travel on-road, off-road motorcycle with an unusually large touring-worthy displacement would go to set a legacy of machines that would follow it. Ted Simon's book, after a slow start, would inspire thousands of motorcyclists and other overland adventurers to have their own adventures. Modern motorcycle manufacturers make a wide variety of machines following in the footsteps of that R80 GS and blending in the best components from other aspects of the sport. These machines feature long travel suspension, relatively lightweight, good fuel range, and plenty of horsepower for long stretches of highway travel. But it's not about the machine. It's about what you do with it. In a sense, adventure is what you make of it. Classically, we think of adventure motorcycle touring as that around-the-world trip, like Ted Simon did. But many of us don't have 6 months, a year, 4 years to take off for that around-the-world trip. We have to make do with smaller journeys, a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month. Off-road travel is a big component of the sport. The idea that we're going to ride to some place where few others have been. In some cases, though, it's not the off-road that's the adventure. It's perhaps traveling with a machine that is less than 100% reliable. There's been a number of videos that attempt to document great motorcycle adventures. Perhaps my favorite, though, is Long Way Round, featuring Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman. It has very high production values, and it chronicles their trip as they travel eastward from London to New York, traveling through Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and the Road of Bones in eastern Russia. It's a really great video. One of the things that we modern motorcycle adventure tourers have that's a bit of an advantage over our predecessors is information. There are a number of great internet communities out there where you can get great information about travel and what works and what doesn't. There's also a lot of really good books, like this one from Chris Scott, The Adventure Motorcycle Handbook. Tons of information, good stuff that you need to consider if you're planning particularly an international trip. Remember, you don't have to go international to get started. You just got to get started. So go pack up your gear, get on your bike, set that audacious goal, and ride there, no matter where there is. I'll see you on the roads and trails. I'm Dave, and be sure to check out the other videos here at Moto West Adventures. Thanks for watching.